Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're taking a look at SPY, QQQ, as well as Apple and Microsoft. So without further ado, let's first start off with SPY. So the S&P 500 ETF, we can see that we did see a bounce last week, and this is of no surprise because first one is we are looking at the critical Fibonacci support at 61.8%. From a low of 348 to a high of 418, you can see that 61.8% was a critical support that we had to hold around the 391 support level. And at the same time, you can see that on the way down, the cloud should act as a support. And we see support coming in right at the cloud support levels. So two resistance to watch. And in fact, we already cleared the first blue conversion line last week at 398. And the second one will be coming soon at around 405. In the event that we can actually clear 405, potentially we may come back to test 418 levels. And once we cross this 418, potentially we will be looking towards 431. But in the event that the 61% were to break down, then the two supports we're looking at is 383 and 375. So moving on to QQQ. So for QQQ, similarly, you can see that the recent high was 313 and the recent low was around 254. So we actually broke down this 61.8% temporary, but we managed to close back above it on this particular day. So that was a good sign. And the next resistance to watch will be around 300, 301 levels. And thereafter, potentially, we can come back to retest the recent high of 313. That's it. In the event that we can actually break out above 313, then it's likely for us to head higher, potentially heading towards 320 and even 332 of the recent high. That said, 61.8% is a very critical support that we have to hold. In the event that we were to break down, potentially we may come back to test this cloud support over here. And the next Fibonacci support will be around 283 and 276. So next up, let's move on to Apple. So Apple is a very important constituent, and you can see that this 61.8% was well supported at around 144 levels. And currently now we have recrossed both the blue conversion line and the red baseline resistance at around 149. So this puts us in a very good position to actually come back to retest the recent high of 157. And once you clear it, potentially we are heading towards 165. But bear in mind that if this 144 were to be retested once again and even break down, then 140 and 136 may be a next support level to be watching out for Apple. So lastly, we have Microsoft. So Microsoft is slightly weaker. You can see that we already broke down 61% and we came close to test this 50% at around 245. And just on Friday itself, you can see that this blue conversion line acted as a pretty good support at around 251. So the next resistance to watch out for will be this red baseline at around 259, 260 levels. But in the event that this 245 were to break down, then 237 and 228 is our next two support to watch out for Microsoft. So overall, you're looking at a pretty good rebound. But what we want to see is a continuation this week. And hopefully we can see a buyer stepping back in to retest the recent highs for the ETFs as well as its constituents. So if there's any changes, I'll give you guys an update. Thanks for stopping by. Till we meet again. Appreciate the manipulation.